I appear to be live. Alright, trying out, I'm gonna have some Undertale music playing because that's how I heal, okay? This is how I grieve. So you get to share with me in this grieving process. Hold on. Gone, you. Okay, wait. So, I tried this, I already hate it, so I'm gonna revert this. But before I revert that, I'm working on some rules changes. Specifically, changing this game into a deck builder. Each player draws 2 free cards. Got 5 cards without looking face up into a community deck. Okay, so if you have less than 3 cards in your deck, you may first draw from the Fate deck. You shuffle your deck and draw up to 3 cards. If you draw no cards of your suit, go to the epilogue. Go to epilogue. Shuffle your deck and draw up to 3 cards into your hand. If you draw no cards of your suit, go to the epilogue. Players must play a card face down. Must play a card matching their suit. Both players must play a card matching their suit face down. Cards matching your partner's suit are swapped with the card they play. Wait, no. This doesn't happen anymore. Under their first one. Reveal your played card as your active card. If the other player... Nope, that doesn't happen anymore. Player control decides who takes their card effect first. Players may text of taking their cards effect. Feels clunky, but I don't know how to fix it. Like, reveal your card, take the effect on your cards. Maybe just if order matters, player in control determines. Let me look at my card effects. Does the order on these matter? Well, I'm also gonna have to change these a bit. Draw a fake card to keep or put under the community deck. Give one of your... Put one of your cards into your partner's deck. Look at and reorder the community deck. Yeah, so if both players did this, then yeah, the order would matter. A card from any player on the community deck. Yep, order would matter for that. Put one of your cards under the community deck. Does not matter. Give the top community card to any player. Matters. So far, all the ones that matter are the ones that affect the community deck. Oh, they're interesting. Let's see, does this ruin everything?
Hello?
Oh, hello!
Hello! How's it going?
It's going pretty good. How are you doing?
I am very tired, but I'm good. I'm good. I'm just tuning in on your Spotify.
Yeah, it is a lot of Undertale music.
Amazing.
It's how I cope.
I've been experiencing this interesting phenomena where I get so excited over the weekends about having time to do game design that I don't sleep in, and I sleep terribly, and so I have a lot of fun over the weekend, but I get really tired, and then I get back to work where I'm getting up, not a terrible time, but definitely not sleep-in status time. I'm just like, I hate weekend Micah for not taking advantage of them sleeping in, but...
That's very relatable. Just the other day, I was like, this is my one opportunity to sleep in. I've been sleep deprived for a week. Let's stay up until 1 o'clock playing Deltarune.
Yep. It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta...
Sometimes your body just tells you, hey, we're sleeping now. Stop. But...
True.
Yeah. Gosh, so I know I've been trying to keep up with, Conviction, and I just saw that you posted Generational. I haven't really looked much at that right yet, but how are things going on your end of the world?
Things are going pretty good. Conviction's my fourth project that's in an actual playtestable state. Generational is just a thought that I had while we were talking about game jam ideas for the Break My Game jam. And I was like, wow, I really like this idea, I better write it down.
Sorry. That's fun. That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh. Yeah, conviction. You've been just going crazy with taking notes on this. Yeah, it is always so fascinating to see just your workflow. Just 'cause it's so, I don't know, it appears to be very different. I don't know, it's probably different.
I don't know. I don't know if it's different. I've tried to work with a couple people in the past, and I feel like my workflow is incompatible with most people's.
I get that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's
I don't
just,
know about you. Oh, yeah.
yeah, I'm not sure about, yeah, I don't know about you, but like, yeah, it's very, it feels like it's just very random for me.
Yeah. I've tried 2 co-design projects, one of which is going fairly well, but I think that's partly because it's with someone I'm already very close with. It's a good friend of mine, and we both, like, from the get-go had, like, a very clear, we decided we wanted to do a racing game that simulated momentum and physics. But even that, it's still a little, like, it's our side project to our side projects, right? So we only work on it when we want to. And so a lot of time goes in between, and it's a little awkward because I'm like, oh, I don't know how much I should take control, just because I design very, I like to design quickly, and I like to, like, just completely redesign things on a whim, which you can't really do in a co-design situation, so it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd like to figure it out one day, but I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. Like, I feel like if I had to, like, share, like, a, like, project and it's, like, inner workings with another person, my instinct for a lot of this stuff is to just, like, leap into stuff and try it. But, like, if I'm like, hey, I was thinking about completely breaking this thing, what do you think about if I just, like, overhauled the foundation of our project? You okay with that? Like,
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I was just brainstorming with another designer, trying to just, like, not even, like, we hadn't even, like, gotten anything on paper yet. We were just brainstorming, and I feel like I was constantly pulling the rug out from under them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I tried to make a game. Yeah, it's also just weird with, like trying to understand what are my own strengths and weaknesses, as well as, like, how do you, at what point do you, like, decide that you're going to collaborate on a project? Like, I don't know, I've tried before, but it was like me and one other guy, and we're like, hey, let's do something together, and we had kind of brainstormed this one idea, so we continued brainstorming. It was a really cool, it had a really cool, like, meta structure to it, where we wanted, it had to do with, like, very unorthodox wind conditions, but he wanted to go, Spotify playback pause while transmitting audio.
Oh,
well, it's fine. But, like, I kind of realized, we're 2 very different designers. Like, I enjoy designing things that have, like, very deterministic, like, here's your choices of actions that you get every turn. They're gonna do this exact thing. And it's a matter of, depending on the context, what is the right action. Whereas he wanted to go the route of, like, a bunch of cards and whatnot, and, like, a tile laying mechanic. It was just like, this really, I'm just not interested in this. Like, I don't, I don't.
Yeah.
This is a lot. We have to make so many cards, and I've done that once, and I never want to do that again.
Oh my god. Yeah, I know that feeling. Like, it's like, yeah, let's work on this thing together. It's like, I love this idea. What about this idea? It's like, that's not a thing I'm gonna spend my time working on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fun. Gosh, I'm really excited for this game jam, though. It's gonna be really nice to take a break from the projects.
Yeah. Last game jam, like, really gave me a lot of inspiration for one of my games that I love. So I'm looking forward to this one, and just talking about like the different mechanics and what we could do with them has got me going like, ooh, what about this? Like,
Yeah. Gosh. Looking at what the current standings are. Oh. Only one vote away from the Big Gay Heart tying with simultaneous action selection.
oh
We're almost there.
yeah. What's on the chopping block right now?
Deck building.
Deck building. It could get out of here.
Yeah. I saw.
I'm taking away my vote from it.
Oh, thank you. It's also bag building, which I'd be okay with bag building. Like I said, I'm not interested in making cards at the moment.
Yeah, I'm currently changing I'm changing conviction into a deck builder currently. It used to be that you just kept all the cards in your hand, but now I'm changing it so that you're drawing 2 cards at a time. I'm gonna see how that plays. So we'll see how an 18 card deck builder works.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. An 18 card deck builder. It's amazing. Yeah, I was gonna say, how many cards do you need in order for it to be classified as a deck? Like, can I have 3 cards? Can that be a deck?
Yeah, exactly. Like if I've played a 4 where I'm like drawing my entire hand into my entire deck into my hand like every turn. So I think as long as you have the potential of having a deck of at least 1 face down card, it's a deck, right?
It's amazing. A long time ago, I visited this idea of like it's a deck builder, but you're all sharing the deck. I really like the idea. I would like to revisit it, but I'd do it a lot differently than the way I did do it. But essentially the idea was every card was colored according to like a player. So like I was blue, you were yellow or whatever. And the idea was like, if you are the owner of the card, if you draw your color cards, then you have the top action, and if you draw someone else's cards, you get the bottom action. And in general, your cards were better.
Can you see my stream right now?
I cannot.
Because that was literally my game. Conviction is like one player has like 1 suit. It was originally blue and yellow. And my last iteration was like, if the card matched your suit, you had 1 action, and if it didn't, then you had the default action. That's so funny. I'm changing it away from that, but that's really funny.
That is hilarious. No, I cannot see the stream right now, but that's... Oh, that's amazing. Oh, gosh. Yeah. It was fun. I liked it. I liked it. I was definitely a much worse designer then, so it was it was resoundingly okay, but I could see going back to it.
I highly doubt you're like you're like a very solid designer. I think you might just design differently than this person. I think that might just be what it is. I really doubt that you're not as good of a designer as whoever this is.
I thank you. Gosh, the confidence boost is nice. I just had a really amazing playtest last night that has lifted my spirits because I feel like this last week was a little bit of a struggle. But I had a really good playtest with someone who's published games before and whatnot, and they were, and I agreed. I made some significant changes to my game, and playing it was really fun. And they were saying that they already think that the game is very close to being pitchable to publishers, which is insane to me. I've never done that before. It's just it's kind of imposter syndrome-y and just kind of just surreal. Just oh my goodness, this is actually working. This game that I've been working on for a year and has been nothing but pain and suffering is actually fun, and what? No, this can't be it. This can't be true.
Yeah, I remember the first time somebody told me persuasion is this is actually feeling like a game now. I was like, yes.
just immediately start crying.
It's yes, I've made a game.
Oh, yeah. Oh man, that's crazy.
I'm realizing that I have to completely change this card with the changes that I'm making, and I'm not sure what to change it to. I guess I could still make it work the same way, just I feel like it just disrupts the flow way too much. I'm also I have to change all the terminology on these cards, and I'm trying to decide if I want to create a new language. And every time I create a new keyword, it's I have to explain it to people, and
Gosh. And a part of you deep down knows that it's gonna change again, and you're just
yeah.
Yes, that's
Yeah, I don't know if I want to put on 5 different cards, search your deck and pick a card to do a thing, or if I want to just say I don't know, make up some dumb word that means the same thing. Search your deck for a card and do something with it.
Be the keyword could be hunt, because you're hunting for the card, and then the thing that you're doing with it is smatter. You're smattering the card on the table.
I need to think about it in the context of my theme. So you're digging. So you're digging for a card, you're digging deep into yourself, or reflect a card. Or some other words for this.
Gosh, for whatever reason, the idea of digging and deck builder struck an idea of me of just like, because I was imagining digging as in like burying, and so I was just like, what if you had a deck builder, but it was like more of a like a stealth combat game, and you like whenever you defeat an opponent, like you had opponents in your deck, and when you defeat them, you'd literally dig them into your deck. You would like
like bury
them. Yeah. So you just put at the bottom of the deck to represent that you're burying the.
Oh my god.
I should probably. I should probably go to bed. It's not that late, but.
Yeah, it's important to get your rest.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I got to catch you on one of these.
Yeah, thanks for joining me on stream.
Yeah, you have a lovely evening.
Thank you, you too. Good night.
Good night.
Oh, that was very nice. Mika's the best. God, I really like the idea of like a keyword like reflect a card or dig a card, but what's a good word for that? Discover? Self-discovery? Realize? Unearth. Realize is pretty close. Discern. Become cognizant of. What's another word for become conscious of? Because that's kind of what I grasp a card. That's too close to like the physical word. Discern is pretty good. I think if I just use discern. Yeah, I'm gonna use discern. Discern a card into your partner's deck. Discern a card to put under the community deck. I'm gonna change this spell. Well, expelling... You wouldn't want to expel one of your own cards from the opponent's deck. Discern a card, or draw from your partner's deck. Discern a card, or draw one from your partner's deck to put on the community deck. Alright, does that fit? Almost. Ugh. That's essentially what this card used to do. Hmm. Sabotage already kind of does the thing. So let's just nerf this. Draw a card from your partner's deck to put on the community deck. Look at and reward the community deck. Draw a card from your partner's deck to put on the community deck. Oops. Draw a card from partner's deck is a lot of words, but I think I'm gonna have to change discern into a full phrase. Give the top community card. Put the top community card on any player's deck. Draw a card from your partner's deck and add to your deck. You get 3 cards from your partner's deck. Maybe this should just be peek at your partner's deck. Look through your partner's deck. Alright, how do I want Embrace to work?
Yeah.
Oh, hello?
Hello.
Hey!
How's it going? Sorry, I saw your stream being late.
Oh, yeah. No problem. Thanks for joining me.
Okay.
I'm trying
Do you
to...
want Embrace? Do you want Embrace to let you root through their deck?
I don't know what I want Embrace to do. I'm a little... like, I figured out what I want all the other cards to do, but...
What's the theme for Embrace? Like, what's the theme? The lore component?
Like, all these other cards are to some degree about, like, manipulating, like, for selfish reasons, but Embrace is supposed to be the one card where you make yourself vulnerable. Sort of like
what's more vulnerable than just showing all your cards and playing them face up for a turn?
Yeah, I have Pry though, which kind of does that, except it's searching the other player's hand. I was thinking maybe it could be... So like right now, what it does is gives all your cards to your partner and then they choose which cards to give back, but like, now that it's like a deck and you don't have perfect information of what cards you have, that's like... Maybe like... Yeah, it might be too much. But at the same time, you don't really know... I don't know, it could... Maybe that's good. Like, you give your deck to the player, and then they decide which cards to give back. Because, like, it's kind of scary, because, like, maybe,
Yeah, you're supposed to say, I'm gonna open up and hope that you do the right thing.
Yeah, and that you tweak my deck so that it's good.
Yeah.
And yeah, or that you tell me what's in my deck. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let's see. Give your deck your partner.
Issue.
Your partner may search your deck and take any number of cards. So, like, I guess the other problem is that before it sort of had this element of, like, they could give you some of their cards, but now it's like it's a one-way, like, you're only giving them cards.
Yeah, and that's probably fine. Because it's a one-way vulnerability thing, right?
Yeah.
At least in my head, right? You're proposing a bid that your partners might decide to take.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could make this card double suited, but having a double suited card ruins everything.
What if it's the one neutral suit that you've been fussing with for a while?
But a neutral suit will ruin everything too, because then I have to come up with like edge cases of what happens when Embrace is on the community deck, and what happens like because
it's wild. Just whoever wants it takes it.
But the whole purpose is that like it's supposed to break those tie situations, and if it's wild, then it's like whoever just grabs it first.
It just goes away then.
Yeah, but then I have to make a rule for that.
True.
I'd rather not make any rules. Maybe I'll just leave it that way. Your partner may search your deck and take any number of cards.
I mean, what if it's just reciprocal? What is it an issue that it feels like it needs to be reciprocal?
Like, I want to give yeah, I guess it could be reciprocal. Like, your partner may search your deck, but like it's still supposed to be slanted. Like, because before it would be like you give your cards to their player, then they could give you any number of your cards or their cards to you. But I don't want this to enable them to...
Sorry, go ahead.
Actually, now that I think about it, I already have a bunch of cards that let you search your deck. Maybe I need to change those cards.
I was gonna just have them merge the two decks and then just redistribute all the cards.
Yeah. But, yeah, I guess, alright, I think first I need to decide if I want these cards to still work this way. Okay, I think I'm going to keep Discern and change it, because, before I was fussing with the idea of, like, searching your deck for a card to give to the other player, because that's what, like, Fabricate was originally going to do. Or Sabotage and Fabricate were originally going to let you search your deck to give a card to your player, but I realized that means that you find out information about your deck, and I think I don't want you to have perfect information about your deck. So I think I'm just going to change these so that you draw So that discern is a keyword that means that you draw a card that then you may choose to complete the action or pass.
Okay.
So you don't necessarily...
So you may do the next action.
Yeah. Let's see. And then embrace, yeah, you just, your partner may search your deck. Partner may search your deck and take any number of cards. Maybe just leave it at that. If they happen to have embrace, then they could do the same thing, then you could cooperate.
Yeah, that's probably reasonable.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just...
Put it down for now, and is that the last card that you need to mess with right now?
Yeah, that's the last card I need to mess with. I guess I could just leave it, and maybe another idea will come to me later.
I say, yeah, I would just leaving it, even if you're not a fan, and see how the playtest feels with it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I'm gonna read
because the whole deck thing is entirely new.
Right, yeah. It sure is. I'm going to read over these one more time and then generate these cards. Draw a card, put under the community deck or your deck. Discern a card to put into your partner's deck. I realize that this makes Fabricate and Sabotage weaker, but I also made Expel weaker. Publicize is already pretty weak. Withdraw is actually kind of strong. Maybe it feels weird to nerf things across the board when I'd rather buff things across the board, but I think maybe with 18 cards it's fine.
Yeah, I suspect you're fine. that counts. And again, that's the ending game is still linked to the State of Fate, right?
Oh, like that you don't have perfect control.
Yeah, you don't have perfect control. You're, and withdraw just kind of helps you run out the clock.
Yeah.
So it's okay because it's also a downside, in my head at least. Well, a potential downside.
Yeah.
It's a confident upside and a nervous downside.
I guess it still doesn't solve the problem that, like, most of the time any of these other actions are going to be better. The only one that might not be is Undertake or Fabricate. Just depending on your luck and also what your deck makeups are like.
And you're not gonna have like perfect control of your hand either, right? Like hand still moves around, not a deck.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're going to have all the choices simultaneously. You're gonna have 2 of these choices, if that.
Oh, I'm like, okay. I'm like thinking about how I could use Discern in more places. I can make it Discern a Fate card to put under the community deck. So
that would be interesting.
Leave the Fate card there, or you could put it under a community deck. It's not as strong as you getting to keep it. But like, if you're...
It lets you play a little more.
Yeah, it kind of gives you the option of like, okay, a card's coming that's gonna be favorable to me, and or a card's coming that's not favorable to me, I'm gonna bury it. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna try that. It's not as powerful as keeping it, but yeah. discern a fake card to put under the community deck.
But if you're worried about the relative power level, then that's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I could do the same thing for Expel. Discern a card from your partner's deck, put on the community deck. Ooh, an Undertake too. Because Undertake is pretty risky, but if you're discerning a card... Alright. Feeling pretty good about that. Alright, so you discern a fake card under the community deck. Discern a card you put into your partner's deck. Look at and reorder the community deck. Discern a card from your partner's deck to put on the community deck. Discern a card to put under the community deck. I think I need to specify your own deck now.
Yeah, you need to be careful. You have like 4 decks.
Yeah. Let's see. Discern from your deck to put into your partner's deck. Discern from your partner's deck to put on the community deck. Discern from your deck to put under the community deck. The top community card in any player's deck. Discern from your partner's deck. To add to your deck. This is too weird. I'm gonna try and make this language a little more consistent in a way that I like. I like discern a fake card. I'm gonna try discern a personal card. People might get confused by this.
Personal card?
Yeah, like...
I mean, if you're already keywording discern.
Yeah, I'm keywording discern to just mean draw and then optionally complete the action.
You can theoretically keyword personal and partner.
Yeah, partner is already... I've been using partner seamlessly. I think when there's only 2 people, I think people understand. I hope.
Yeah.
Discern a personal card to put into your partner's deck. Discern a partner's card to put on the community deck. Discern a fake card to put under the community deck. Discern a personal card to put into your partner's deck. Look at and reorder the community deck. Discern a partner's card to put on the community deck. On the community deck. Discern a personal card to put under the community deck. Put the top community card in any player's deck. Discern the partner's card to add to your deck. Look through your partner's deck. The partner may search your deck and pick any number of cards. Okay, alright. Alright, so... now I need to completely change my card again. I guess I don't really need... it doesn't need to change that much. I just need to...
Have to, right?
I was... for a while I was like, okay, I'm gonna make it so that people understand that if it doesn't match your suit, you're just swapping with the card. And I was looking at the final result, and I was like, this is too much. This is why people are having trouble with this. What do I wanna... how do I wanna do this?
Your boy sprightly.
I have to... oh, okay. Oh, I still need some of these. Okay, alright. Okay, and then this I have to change too. Oh, I need that. Oh wait, this is... oh, okay, that's one. That's better, okay. Alright, that looks pretty good. Okay. Okay. Got the cards. Oh, I need to finish the rules. Alright, so... most of these I realized that you don't actually, need to do, like, the order doesn't matter for a lot. Well, I guess there's an off chance.
I think you still want a kind of order for this game.
Yeah. Most of the time, though, like,
Most
you
times it doesn't
could
matter.
do it simultaneously. Like it technically doesn't matter. The only time it does is when it involves a community deck. And I almost want to have that decided by who the community favors.
You can do it that way.
Yeah.
Turn order is community instead of plus control.
Yeah. Because, like, those are... the community cards are the only ones where turn order actually matters, where, like, Publicize, you want to be the one that goes second, and then Expel, like, it matters, the order matters, and Compare order matters, but the rest of them doesn't really matter. So, I could, like, have it so that, community favored player determines, like, who takes the action first or something.
Yeah, that works. What's the focus over there?
Then the player in control, and then the player in control still determines the fate cards, which is kind of a huge deal still.
Yeah. Yeah, give that a shot. I can see people getting confused slightly, but it feels appropriate.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll have to see how it plays.
Yeah, try it. Worst case, it gets a little confusing, you just revert back, right?
Yeah. Because, like, the flow of this already doesn't feel natural, unfortunately. I can't quite get this flow of, like, e.g. takes an action, then you draw a fate card. Both of you take an action, then draw a fate card. It's like... yeah, for some reason that flow doesn't feel natural, and I don't know how to make that flow natural.
What's the wording on it? What's the wording for that?
Oh,
like
right now...
actual,
like in the rules?
Yeah, like the actual text.
I'm just changing it now because it used to be a lot more complicated. But it's both players play a card matching their suit face down, putting the rest of their hand under their personal deck. Then you reveal your played card as your active card, and I'm going to change this to the player the community favors decides who takes their action first. Players may pass instead of taking their card's effect. Take your active card into your hand when you're done. Then the player in control draws a card from the fate deck and picks one. Let me see. I'm gonna experiment with this, like, pseudo simultaneous thing.
wondering if part of what's breaking the flow is action, is item 7 just being part of the same flow.
Item 7?
Yeah.
Being part of this flow?
Yeah, because that's a... It's still part of a round, but it's like... It almost feels like you want to separate this into... Start the story, and then clean up the story.
Yeah, but I mean, most players aren't reading the rules when they play the game. They're like following like an explanation that I give, and my explanation is you both take a turn, then the player in control draws a fate card.
Yeah.
And
what's your prologue right now?
my prologue?
Yeah. Like,
Oh, like
how
this-
does that work right now?
You mean like how do I teach the game, or the
No,
the setup?
the-
The setup.
Uh,
So
is there a set 5?
set 5?
A set 5 instead.
Oh, no, there isn't. Sure.
I think what threw me the very first time was the placement of the initial setup in terms of where Fate is. Because the way the whole thing got started, right? This might have been like a version or two ago. Drawing the fate cards felt like a top of round action.
Yeah. And now it's like an end of round action.
And now it's an end of round action.
Yeah.
And I think, and at some point, I don't know if it changed into an end of round action while we're still doing the initial round of playtest, or if it was kind of became or it was always an end of round action and it just kind of felt weird.
I think it was always an end of round action and it just felt weird.
So I think that's part of what's throwing it is it feels like it for whatever reason it feels like it's a top of round deal. I don't know how to fix it, and I don't know if that's the actual problem that other people are having, but it feels like it might be. Because it feels like it's part of the flow problem, right?
Well, I mean, it's still happening in the same place, whether it's at the end of the round or the beginning of the round.
I know, it makes a difference though for the fate check. Like who's in control of fates. It makes a difference.
I think the only difference is that whether a fate card is drawn at the beginning of the game or the end of the game.
Maybe.
Because otherwise it's still the same, the controls check is still the same, and it's affected the same way by card actions. It's just whether it's happening at the very start of the game or at the very end of the game. Or rather, it's only if there's an extra fate draw at the very beginning of the game. That's the only difference, actually.
Yeah, that is the only difference.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's because it disrupts that normal, like that natural turn flow of like you take a turn, I take a turn, and that's part of what this simultaneous action thing was the attempt to break up. Like there's the action phase, then the fate phase, action phase, and fate phase.
Have you tried this yet?
I have,
No.
but but I suspect the play was bogged down by all the other complicated factors. So I'm gonna try it again, and I'm also going to, but yeah, maybe I should just stick with the control thing, like player in I don't know. It's almost simultaneous playable.
I would say just Yeah, for step 5, the player matching the community deck chooses the active card to start.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I also realized I need to change this. I was originally gonna have like so like now that I'm using decks, I was going to like have this be how you determine whose suit is whose. But thinking that what I'm going to do is like just have like have the butterfly be like a small symbol up here, because like now you have to keep track of how many cards are in each player's deck. So like I was thinking you might like split your cards, kind of like you'd like fan your deck, so you could keep track of how many you have, and you'd have like the butterfly in like the upper left corner. So this player's butterflies and this player's like castles, and have castles splayed on this corner. That was my thinking. I'll see how it goes.
When does step 8 in the story round actually happen?
When does step 8 in the story happen?
Yeah, like what is step 8 trying to do that step 2 doesn't do?
Oh, this just needs to be updated. I've like updated up to like here or something. But yeah, I could just do this.
Information on step 1. Make sure that's clear that that's the fake deck. You will using the term fake deck in step 4 setup, but you haven't actually said what a fake card is.
In which step?
In prologue, step 1. So between
okay.
prologue step 1 and prologue step 3, there's no mention of what a fake deck is.
Got it, yeah.
And then as soon as step 4 hits, suddenly now the cards.
Got it. You have less than 3 cards in your deck when you first draw these big cards. Shuffle your deck and draw up to 3 cards into your hand. If you draw no cards of your suit, go to the epilogue. So players must play a card matching their suit face down, putting the rest and under the personal deck. Feel that your played card is a active card.
Do you ever replay your hand after the prologue?
Yeah. Keep your deck played such that keep your decks played throughout the game. During play. Keep your decks played during play, so that your deck size and suit are revealed. you have less than 3 cards in your deck, you may first draw 3 cards. Shuffle your deck and drop 3 cards into your hand. You draw no cards of your suit, go to the epilogue. The players must play a card matching their suit face down, putting the rest of their hand under their personal deck. Reveal your played card as your active card.
That section's a little...
Step 5.
Step 5... 4 and 5 feel interesting. I don't know what it is.
It feels like they should be the same thing almost. But also, step 5 just feels really clunky. It doesn't feel right to me.
So...
Besides the fact that I'm changing the in control to community favored, but...
Yeah, that's different, right?
Yeah, but even so, this feels like it's simpler, but it still doesn't feel right.
Okay, so what doesn't feel right about it?
Feels too complicated.
It's not uncommon for games to have a non-standard churn order. What if you just say... Yeah, like that.
Optionally, take your card's effect. If turn order matters, the player matching the top community card decides who acts first. Take your active card into your hand when done. After there are words. I hate these dangling words. Take your active card back. Or actually, into your deck. Put your active card under your deck afterwards. Okay. Take your active card. Let's see. Like that. The player currently in control draws the card from the Fate deck and picks one. Actually... up on the community deck. Okay. Alright.
Give that a shot, so it'll feel.
Yeah. If a player holds no cards of their suit at the end of the round, or no, if a player holds no cards of their suit, draws no cards of their suit. Or the Fate deck. It's... Or the Fate, because it would be when you would draw from the Friday result. Ugh, this is messy.
How about step 2 versus Apple?
Wait, this whole thing is different. Okay, right, actually, okay. How do I say draw up to... How do I say draw up to 3 cards?
So you drop the 3 cards?
Like, but like, in a way that means that you must draw up to 3 cards if you're able to.
Draw up to 3 cards or as many as you have remaining. Draw 3 cards. If you have less, draw as many as possible.
But I want you to have 3 cards at the end of this. So like, I guess my problem is that if the game ends here, you already have your 3 cards.
Yeah.
Or
so...
I guess, if you draw no cards of your suit, go to epilogue at step 2 or something. And skip step 1.
I don't think you need it.
I'm sorry?
I need to. I can't see what your.
Oh, okay.
The step 2 is for a while, so I can't.
Yeah.
Oh.
Draw a hand of 3 cards. Or as many as possible. Or, draw a hand of 3 cards. Or
you
all.
You can probably just say, if you don't already have 3 cards, draw up to 3 or as many as possible.
Yeah.
That way you don't have a skip, right?
Yeah. If you... like that.
Yeah. That way you don't have a logic up here. So straight to that block.
If you don't have a hand of 3 cards, draw up to...
And I honestly think that most people can just say drop to 3 cards if possible, and go I already have 3.
Oh yeah, I already... okay.
Yeah, you're already shuffling the deck there.
If you don't have a hand of 3 cards, shuffle your deck, then draw up to 3, or as many as possible. If you hold no cards in your suit, you lose. Otherwise, reveal. Let's see. Otherwise,
Otherwise, everyone reveals their hands,
yeah.
or reveals 2 random cards in their hands. Yeah. That simplifies your end condition significantly.
Yeah, it does. If your partner is holding more of your suit, you win. That is broken by who's in control.
Control or community?
I'm sorry?
Is that control or community?
Control. Community is for
It only matters
action.
for one thing.
Yeah, for this one thing. And that's because I don't know, is this really a tie situation?
At some
Yes,
point,
it
you were
is.
talking about it as if it could be a tie situation.
Yeah, like of who goes first. Yeah, I had been treating it like a tie situation. Both players must play a card. Let's see. Deal your play card as your active card. Optionally take the card's effect if turn order matters. Maybe I should just change this to player and control. I'm gonna leave it as this for now, and then if it's too much, I'll change it to control. Okay. I really want to change this to the player currently in control draws a card from the Fate deck and adds to one of the 3 decks. Or no, it's
No,
better to
leave
have
it-
explicit.
Leave it enumerated. I have just realized something. I can make this gun bright pink.
Wait, which gun?
The Final Fantasy gun. I can make it just this nice, really bright pink.
Whenever I think of bright pink weaponry, I think of Team Fortress. Wait, could you make you couldn't paint your guns in that game. You could only get a gold gun.
Team Fortress?
Yeah.
You played that more than I did, I can't say.
Yeah. But the aesthetics of that game went downhill real hard as soon as you could have a neon green, a lime green afro.
Maybe it's time to break up the gill and buy a metallic purple.
This feels simpler to me. You just reveal your hand, and then if your hand is all of their partner's suit, you lose and they win. If otherwise, do they have more of your suit? You basically want to just know that their hand has more of your suit. And then if your hand has none of your own, then you lose.
Do you need to follow up for acquiesce?
I do have the acquiesce follow-up.
How do you get there?
So basically you both are holding more of your own cards than your partner's cards. So if both of you had like 2 of your own suit, then you would both acquiesce, and then you would do the stalemate, or you would do the breakup rules, or continue playing rules.
I might suggest flipping the order of the statements on step 5.
If both players acquiesce,
If both players acquiesce, you may choose continue playing if there are more than 3 cards in the community deck.
Okay. Yeah.
Otherwise, you break up. I don't know. Because right now it feels awkward. Like, I don't know how to explain it. The wording just felt strange.
You're right, it did feel strange. If both players acquiesce, you may agree to continue playing if there are more than 3 cards in the community deck. Otherwise, it is a stalemate and you break up. I think I do need that step if the game ends, if somebody wins or loses. So wait, so like the way I have it set up now, if a player loses, the other one must win. So I think I could just say game ends if any player wins.
I move that up before, otherwise you acquiesce.
Otherwise, oh, if your partner's are, you win.
If your partner's
and
one
the
seat,
game
win,
ends.
and then the game ends.
Yeah, there we go. There we go, yeah.
You might say, instead of otherwise you acquiesce, if neither player wins.
Yeah.
I like the term acquiesce, but you don't need to have a step in there.
It is possible that one player doesn't lose, and the other player wins.
Yeah, but the win, you're still counting a win as the end.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. But there's a difference between you win and they lose, or you win and they acquiesce.
Yeah. So yeah, you need to have if both players.
Yeah.
But you need to define what acquiesce is for step 4 right now.
Yeah.
So I'm saying you can probably just reduce it down to if neither player wins.
Yeah. I was getting this feedback that it feels like you need a word for when you don't win or lose, and that's why I had this step in here.
Then you're fine. If you don't win or lose, you acquiesce.
Yeah. If you didn't win or lose, you acquiesce. If both players acquiesce, you may agree to continue playing if there are more than 3 cards in the community deck. Otherwise, it is a stalemate and you break up. If continuing, take all but the top 3 cards in the community deck and shuffle them to form a new fate deck. Keep your current hands and proceed to step 1 of the story. Right. Oh, keep your current decks.
Yeah.
Decks and hands. You should have hands at this point.
Yeah.
In which case, you would proceed to step 3.
I would.
I'm gonna run with it. This shouldn't happen very often.
It can't happen very often, but you might very well be in a state. You have at least one card. Well, no, it's very possible for.
You think that I need to like change it so
No,
that these are at the bottom, or
You've got a bizarre edge case. If one player loses, another player acquiesces.
I mean, it's not as bizarre as you might think. It happens with some regularity that both players are playing defensively and neither player wins.
So, right now, in that situation, no one won. Only one person can acquiesce.
No, both players can acquiesce. If neither player loses, like they both have cards of their own suit,
Right.
then
But right now, step 4 is if you didn't win or lose.
Yeah.
But if you lost, another player didn't lose or win.
well, right now, if you lost, it means that the other player won necessarily because they're basing it off the same hand that you lost with.
Okay, never mind then. Okay, so yeah, it's very possible that you could just want it to be in first turn passing.
Oh yeah, I'm wondering, is it possible that like you could lose with the very first hand of the game? Let's see.
Yes, you can, because if you keep in the same hand, you will have already lost, right?
Well, no, or like if
Oh.
you wouldn't be able to acquiesce if you lost because
Yeah.
Well, I was just thinking about how it's possible that like during the prologue you could reveal like 3 butterflies, and when you draw your cards you get like 2 butterflies.
It's
And then
very
you just
possible.
immediately lose the game.
Yeah. It's very possible. It's unlikely, but it's possible.
Yeah. I mean, let's see, that's like flipping the coin tails like 5 times in a row. Oh, how does that work? It's just a simple multiplication, I think, for that point, right? Or
Yeah, 2 to the power of 5, right?
or wait, oh no. Yeah, that's the chance that you get 5 in a row.
Well, it's an and, right? It needs to be tails 5 times. It needs to be 5 tails.
Yeah.
2 to the power of 5 is inverted.
Where's the power on here? I need like a
2. Yeah, you have to be scientific. Standard doesn't.
yeah, it's like a 3% chance, so it will totally happen. But I mean, I guess you could just shuffle and play a new game.
Yeah.
That would be pretty funny.
Oh, the power blue is cheap. Not that.
Okay, well, do I have to make it so that it doesn't happen?
No. It literally is just a oops reset.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, I got rules. I'm gonna stick it in the game.
Cell Pink is incredibly expensive.
Oh, Final Fantasy 11. Okay. I was like, what Final Fantasy game lets you paint your guns? Oh, I have to change the backs of the cards now. Actually, I could just do that later.
You've got time.
Yeah, because Tabletop Simulator kind of guides you. Like, I'm able to use Tabletop Simulator in this environment, and I don't have to worry about displaying so much because you could do the whole hovering thing. Oh, I have to like make decks. Okay.
Ink is like 25% more expensive than gunmetal.
Is that because it's the one that you bought during the event? That event thing?
I have no idea, honestly. I don't know why pink is more expensive.
Where should I put the personal decks? By the community deck? Yeah, I set up all these cards to be have 2 effects on them. I was looking at this, I was like, no. God, my butterfly scheme is not gonna work.
Your butterfly game is gonna be it's gonna be
It's gonna be a goddamn mess.
yeah.
Oh, hello. Alright, these cards are looking good. We have so much room for art now. Okay, where's okay. Alright, I think it's ready for testing. Oh, I forgot to update the version. Wait, these are not my new cards. I forgot to generate the new cards. This is not my beautiful deck. Might gonna get copyright strike for the song. This is not. What am I doing wrong here? Did I not? Did I not? What's going on here? Why is this not? conviction. Oh, that's probably why. Alright. Oh, I forgot. I need to put discern in the thing now. Oh, does that still work? Oh, it does. Oh. What a happy coincidence. Okay, discern the big card. Discern the personal card. did they call that in a book? Yeah. Index, vocabulary? Whatever.
Lexicon?
Key terminology. Terminology, there we go. I have this in persuasion, I forget. Alright. Mod is updated. And now it is time for bed. It feels weird to nerf stuff across the board, but I think it was the right decision. Okay.
Now it is, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay.
Thanks for keeping me company.
Alright.
Alright. Good night.
Night.